Good morning, friends, once again. Um, Thank you for making me the chairman by surprise over here for this important session of eco-structures. I don't know how much justice I will be able to make on this particular subject, but from my experience of the construction industry, we are there into housing. Universal Group is there into housing. Universal Group is into manufacturing, also into IT. So whatever experience we go into the housing sector, we see that eco structures, I will put it into both two ways. One is ecological friendly structures, one, and second, economic structures. Both the words are very important in today's construction industry. If we really look at the Indian construction industry, the story is not a very old story, though we have got a very big past history of construction technology as knowledge, where India had given the best cities in the world in the old civilization of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, where we have seen modern towns constructed in India then. We have seen some of the tallest structure, I will put it as high-rise building structures in India, probably 1,000 years ago, in the form of temples. If you go and see the big temple in Tanjore, as well as the structures, Konark temple in Odisha, those are representing the high-rise building structure. So India has been very, very prominent player in the global market for construction. Now we have got a very big size of population which we have to serve, and we have to serve this population to really their needs, to suffice their need. If we see the pyramid, we have got the masses down. Almost 30 million houses are required at the bottom of the pyramid. A huge requirement is there, but there we need to create something which is economical, ecological friendly. Now when we say economical and ecology friendly, it doesn't mean low cost. It should be affordable. It should be livable. A structure which is created with intention to cutting down the cost is not a long-lasting structure. The structure should be a long-lasting structure which is a primary need. The structure should have a proper ventilation, structure should have sufficient light in it, and the structure should be sustainable. So if we see a structure, definitely we see that there is a lot to be done for this particular sector of economically weaker section where we have to deliver the major construction. Today I would like to welcome the panelists who are eminent, knowledgeable people in the industry. Dr. Ravi Gupta, Editor-in-Chief of IC Connect magazine, and he's also the convener of Green Cities, so Ravi is there. Then Mr. Abdul Qadir Bengali, business head of large waterproofing group Pidilite Industry, which is a leading industry in today, giving various solutions of waterproofing. K. Raghavan, Director, Product Management of Johnson Control. Anirban Banerjee, Head PBX. So to conduct this session, I will say that let me first, I've already taken the name, but each panelist give a brief introduction of their subject, and maybe some throw their own personal views on this subject, maybe in 2 minutes each, and then we will have more of. Okay, so PBT, they have PowerPoint presentation, each one of them, because we have constraint of time, 10:45 to 11:30, and I think we are already at 11:45. So we have to wind up the section in maybe 45 minutes. Thank you very much.